also know somebody who drives a Mustang. Most people also know someone that works on a Mustang, and luckily, I am one of those people. My name is Thomas, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm tinkering on this Ford Mustang. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Let's get right into the video. This Ford Mustang is owned by my close friend John, who's worked on it over the last 6 years, and together you and I are going to figure out why this is such a fantastic and ridiculous ride. Of course, if this doesn't quench your thirst for Mustang content, I've also released another video that is the first episode to a new series that I've started called Behind the Ride. And with that series, my goal is to find out where these cars get their personalities from by interviewing the owners, because without those special individuals, we wouldn't have cars like this. So if you want to see John answer more of your questions about his ride, I'll leave it linked underneath the like button. This started off as a 2014 Ford Mustang V6 coupe with the pony package and California special trim, and over the years it's learned a few tricks. Next was the exhaust. Slapped a Magnaflow system on to make it sound like more than just a V6. Painting your brake calipers red are a must-have if you have any true sports car, especially a Mustang. Of course, next came the rims, 19-inch American Muscle in all gloss black to match the stripes. And we all know that means new rubber as well. A set of wide Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires that only lasted a year. So a second set of wide Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires. Next came the cold air intake. To unleash the beast, an SCT tuner with a couple of custom tunes, one of which requires 94-octane fuel. But before adding more power, an aluminum one-piece drive shaft was added in the place of the stock two-piece. After around a year of having the red-painted brake calipers, the entire system was upgraded for the Brembo Shelby GT500 brakes with 16-inch rotors, carbon ceramic pads, and 6 pistons, making 1.5 Gs of braking force. As for the accessories, to pay homage to Henry Ford, who said that you can have any color you want so long as it's black, John installed 20% black tint for the windows.
Tinted windows.
A black rear spoiler, a black rear diffuser, as well as a black front splitter. To keep a low profile, eye-back lowering springs were added but didn't last long as they did more damage than good. After about a year of use, they caused the drive shaft to start chewing away at the upper control arm. To eliminate body roll and keep the car planted, many points of the suspension were modified, as well as the addition of a Watts linkage. To fully embrace the Mustang meme, the crowd control sticker was slapped on the front bumper, which will come into play later on. While most of these modifications have been functional just for fun, color-changing LED lights were added to the front end as well as to the interior. While most ponies stick to the streets, in true Canadian fashion, this Mustang had to be comfortable in a set of skates. That's where the studded tires came in around the same time that we also Christmas wrapped this Mustang, literally with actual Christmas wrapping paper, which was a great way to spend Christmas with the boys a couple of years ago.
I'm not sure we bought enough, you guys. What could all this wrapping paper possibly used for? Oh, wrapping a car? Yeah.
Oh, they must be doing like a charity thing. For sure. Gift wrapping for kids. We got a bunch of guys celebrating DRIFTMAS. Remember DRIFTMAS? What a machine. Remember DRIFTMAS?
tried to destroy it and it doesn't want to
Out of
die.
our way to destroy it, but the guys pulled through. The effort paid off.
This Mustang has earned its place on the street. It has been built to be driven, not just cooped up in some garage, and that means that there's a chance of an accident happening. In fact, one happened just before the installation of an air suspension kit as well as twin turbos, so that put all of that on hold, and just as things were ramping up again, another accident happened where a Harley was speeding and took off the front bumper. Sadly, that means that the notorious crowd control sticker was gone, but not forgotten. Now, while to some Ford may stand for fixed on road daily or found on road dead, that isn't the case for John and his Mustang. He made the most of this opportunity and upgraded to the Shelby GT500 front grille and front splitter, and the technicians that were installing it found the crowd control sticker so funny that they spent the time carefully taking it off of the old wrecked bumper and installing it on the new one. And the meme lives on. And last but not least, the upgrades were finally continued with what is to date the most defining feature of this vehicle, the air suspension. Now that I'm done with show and tell, it's time to find out if this is more than just a one-trick pony. First things first. It's really fast. The fact that it's just a loud Mustang aside, it handles so well. The side to side, it just feels as solid as a rock. All the modifications have kept this glued to the ground with zero body roll, and not a lot of Mustangs can pull that off. And in defense to this being a V6 Mustang versus a V8, I think that has one very good benefit, and that is having a lighter front end. Stock, this produced about 305 horsepower, and I can promise you it produces more now. The 0 to 60 times stock of this V6 2014 was 5.8 seconds. This one is now doing it in 4.6 seconds with the 94 octane tune. All in all, at the end of the day, John has done something very special with this Mustang. He's made a genetically modified monster pony out of this Mustang that started off with a V6 and now feels and sounds this good. You just don't believe it until you really sit in here. As Optimus Prime would say, there's more than meets the eye. I cannot wait for this 3.7 liter Cyclone to be upgraded to the twin turbocharged Hurricane that John has planned. But that's everything that you need to know about this custom 2014 Ford Mustang. Let me know down underneath the like button what you think of this car and what you'd like to see next. My name is Thomas. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. It's time to find out if this is more. I thought it was going to be higher. Time to find out if this... It's time to find.
That's a little short.
It's time to find out if this is